But currently use CDAS. I'm not particularly happy with it. Don't think it's got enough support.
Which one?
CDAS.
CDAS.
French company.
Okay.
Although Physique have just developed a new cycling insert for CDAS, which looks stiffer, which I'm about to try, and we'll see how that goes.
So you're not a big fan of Superfeet or
yeah, Superfeet are fine if you can get them. They're high enough.
Okay.
But most Superfeet are not high enough for most people's arches.
So
I've used the modular system from eSoles. Who was using that? Were you?
I am.
And it's just not very comfortable. I think they give you enough support because if you ask them nicely, they'll send their footbed system with high.
The black one.
Yeah, the black support.
So how about A-line? I've heard that's a good one. Yeah.
Not used them actually.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So how do you determine when a person should not need? If they have a, when do they not need?
I don't think there's a situation where they couldn't benefit from some. You know, and there are people who benefit less and more.
Yeah.
Obviously, the people who are susceptible to pronation.
Probably more important on the people with the flexible feet that overpronate. You think?
Yeah, yeah. But even someone who doesn't pronate much, just make it more comfortable.
Proprioception too.
Yeah.
More power. So you normally work with the type of pedal a person has. It's rare that you say, wow, you're really not going to be able to work with this pedal.
You know, I can make it as good as it can be, like the bike. Like this bike. It's not optimized. You probably couldn't get the saddle far enough back. And yeah, I'd recommend either a more laid-back seat post or ideally a new bike. Not everyone can afford to do that, or is willing to. I love this bike. I'm going to change it. I love these pedals. Okay.
So how much?
I might still recommend something else.
What kind of education do you give to the customer coming into it that, hey, there might be other purchases that are part of this, are you cool with that? And how much, you know, that kind of thing?
You know,
is it during the fit that you tell them?
Even before the fitting, you get a feel for the person. They come in brand new, second-hand, not brand new, but a second-hand bike's new to them. They spend $200 on, they're like, yeah, I got a sweet deal and I spent all my money on this brand new bike. And I got some borrowed shoes and I'm a student and I don't have much money. Okay.
They're not going to be.
I'm not going to be saying, okay, you need Ergo 2 shoes with Speedplay titanium axles. You know, I'm going to be, for them, you know, I don't prejudge them. They might have a lot, they might want to spend a lot of money. But I'll figure that out and I'll talk to them about it. This is the most important things for you. You need to look at new shoes, or you need to really sell this bike and get a different size, because that's going to be the biggest issue for you. It's about choosing those things for most people. This is the shopping list, and this is the most important first. Really, if you've got knee pain and your shoes, you can't get your cleat in the right position because your shoes are too big, let's start with new shoes. Top of the shopping list. Okay, what you buy, as long as they fit your foot, whatever the issue is, you know. Go from there. With this bike, you can ride on the saddle. It's not terribly uncomfortable. Doesn't mean that's optimized. But I think the most important thing would be, if you're going to change things, is that handlebar stem. And you probably agree. You know, this is a consultation. This is a service. I'm trying to improve your cycling, and I've just shown you how it can be better. And it's down to you what you do with it. It's the handlebar stem and a handlebar probably, or just trying to bastardize this one to work a little bit better.
I might tweak it for now and then when I can find out how it works.
How'd you do that? By putting more padding in that little gap?
Just rotate this up. I want to use the drop setting.
Gotcha.
We'll just flatten that out a bit.
Makes sense. And so if you tell someone, hey, I recommend that you get a new stem because you're gonna be, do they come back to you? And if so, is that another charge? If they do get a stem, like say they,
I have stems to sell them right there and then.
So say
you might not have them. And I would send them to the bike shop with the dimensions. Just make them aware of bar level. Get your bike shop to put it on. If that's not something you want to get involved in, let the bike shop do it. Give them the work. And
Yep.
if they want to charge to put it on, they charge to put it on.
Because that's the thing with stems, like, you can have, like, this is in Easton or whatever, but you can have Joe Schmo come in and they'll be fine with the silver, billet, heavy,
Yeah.
bulky thing that's $20.
Yeah.
But then you might have Joe Schmo that's wants, he wants to have a carbon one, and then all of a sudden, how much do you have to stock to keep it going? So making the bike shop makes more sense.
Yeah. You could make money off it, so you might choose to stock some stems.
Mm-hmm.
See how it goes. See what you're recommending. And if it's like, well, I could have made $20 every single time here because I could have sold a $40 stem, you might choose to start stocking some. And if it's all like 60s, 70s, and 80s, that's not very many. That's a $60 investment. Keep one of those each.
But then there's all the rises too, because you could have like 3 rises for each size. So all of a sudden now you're into $180 or $100. But it's still not huge, but you start having to stock 3 different kinds of stems and different weights.
And again, you can choose if you want to do it to order. Okay, we have a sizing stem. This is where you need to be. I'm going to order a stem. Come back and put it on for you for free. You've got to factor that into your fitting charge. Or if your fitting charge is low, you say, okay, come back and fit it. It's cost you $10, $20, whatever you choose. We're not trying to teach you how to run your business.
Sure.
You can.
Well, we're on advice.
You can make this however you want it to be. This is really, truly bike fitting. You can apply it to fit you and your business however best you choose. And we all do it different ways.
So how do you, if somebody isn't, like say they call you a few days later, a week later, hey, I'm having this. You just really probably just tell them, try this, say something over email, make this change, or come see me.
That's what they say. And where they live.
Yeah.
If it's really something very simple, try 2mm lower saddle height.
Yeah.
You do it and then call me again.
Yep.
Or I'll call them. I really want to know what's happened next when they go out and ride on the road. The saddle, which felt amazing in here, it sucks. I hate it. Okay. Why that is, I want to know. And I want them to tell me not to go away and fester with it. The whole point of this service, and I will factor in that 10% of the people might have some question after the bike trip. And I don't want them to feel like they're or that they need to pay me more money to answer my question. I'd rather charge enough so that I can afford to service those extra 10%. Because I learned from those too. Maybe I did something wrong.